No, it's all about momentum. Now, the other day we had a very successful day, but things kind of went sideways.
We got a problem. Beverlock was missing. He never made it home last night. The wife's freaking out. Sally Dogs reached out. They know he was at the distillery. They don't know where he went after.
I want some food! I want to show something!
Bigfoot, you see that truck following us?
I see them, but they don't see me.
Hey, listen, these franchises get knocked off 10 to 20,000 times a year. Do you really need that in your life?
Let me tell you something right now. Damn!
Cocksucker, you're dead!
That was meant for me.
They found Armin. Hung himself in some flop house.
Bottles everywhere. If I hear anything else, I'll let you know.
Big change is coming!
Nah. Ain't no way in hell Armand hung himself, bruh. Ain't no way I'm believing this. Ain't no way y'all about to tell me Armand does randomly decide to take his own goddamn life and hang himself. Ain't no way in hell y'all telling me that. Somebody took out Armand. Somebody killed him, goddammit. And I feel like Goody did it. I feel like he was the one that did it. Goody ain't never liked Armand. This seemed like something he'll do. We ain't been seeing much of him throughout season 3 like that anyways. He barely been around throughout the season. Like, he's definitely a suspect in my eyes. He's definitely a suspect. If he didn't do it, somebody else did it. Ain't no way I'm believing Armand decided to take his own life and take himself out. I don't think he would want to go out like that. But if that wasn't the case, then I don't think Armand should have went out like this. I don't think he should have went out like that. Especially with him being around since the first season. I don't think he should have went out like that. I don't think he deserved to go out like that. But I'm glad we was able to figure out about Armand's character and where he's been at and finally see him for the first time. But it is unfortunate seeing his character for the first time in season 3. Right after he was pronounced dead. It definitely sucks to see that. But what's the deal with the YouTube? What's good with y'all? What's up with everybody? I'll go by the name of DC. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Tulsa King season 3, episode 6. And I'm going to be giving y'all my recap to the episode and let y'all know how I felt about the episode, as well as breaking down this episode for y'all and give y'all some of my theories and predictions going into these next upcoming episodes of Tulsa King. If you're coming across my channel for the first time and you like Tulsa King content like me, tap in and hit the post bell notification button to support the channel and to get updated on all content I post on my channel. Hit the like button to help the video get recommended across the algorithm, and leave your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section, as well as y'all thoughts about the episode and how y'all felt about episode 6 and if you enjoyed episode 6 or not. Now out the gate, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. This episode by far was one of my favorite episodes so far in season 3. Episode 3 was my favorite, but after watching this episode, I think episode 6 is personally one of my favorite episodes so far in season 3. Because this episode was phenomenal from start to finish, bro. This episode was fire. We saw some shootouts take place. We saw a couple of characters get beat up. Like, the only thing I didn't like about this episode is what happened to Armand at the end of the videos, which is something that I'm gonna touch more about later on in this video when I get into this recap. But everything else in this episode was great. This episode was solid. I wish we could have saw Samuel L. Jackson's character pop up in this episode, because we on the 6th episode now of the season and he still ain't nowhere to be found and we still ain't seen him yet. So I wish we would have saw him in this episode. But after the events that took place in this episode, I definitely believe he's going to pop up sooner than later. But getting into this recap, I'm going to start the recap off with talking about Dwight and Ray and the events that led up to them having a fallout with each other in this episode. Because in this episode, Dwight reached out to Ray to set up a sit down with him after finding out from Goody that Bill went missing after he left Dwight's house in episode 5 after he went to his crib to have a conversation with him, assuming that Quiet Ray probably could have had something to do with Bill's disappearance, not knowing that Musso had something to do with Bill's disappearance. And we found out in this episode that Musso had something to do with Bill's disappearance and he was the one that locked him up. So Dwight and Quiet Ray agreed to have a sit down with each other, which took place in Arkansas, and Dwight, along with Tyson and Bigfoot, went to Arkansas in this episode to have this sit down meeting with Ray. And during this meeting with Quiet Ray, this nigga Quiet Ray had the nerve to tell Dwight that he wants 80% of his business in exchange to keep peace between them, which pissed off Dwight. And this automatically made Dwight assume that Quiet Ray had something to do with Bill's disappearance, especially when he said his business partners. And as things was getting heated between those two, Bigfoot spotted Cole Dunmire and his goons inside the restaurant, and both Dwight and Ray's crew got into a shootout with Cole after Cole and his goons followed Dwight and his crew to Arkansas in this episode to try to take them out. And the only reason that they was able to follow Dwight like this throughout the episode is because the Attorney General ended up putting a tracking device on Dwight's car in episode 5 when him and the Dunmire family was at Dwight's distillery, which he revealed to the Dunmires in this episode. And with Cole taking a shot at Dwight, Ray instantly assumed that Dwight was trying to kill him. he instantly assumed that Dwight was trying to take him out, which I don't understand because Dwight was literally sitting right next to Quiet Ray when this shootout happened. And the fact that Ray thinks Dwight would put himself in harm's way like this and allow himself to possibly get shot by trying to set someone else up to get shot at doesn't make any sense, bro. It does not make any sense at all. And at this point, bro, Dwight just needs to get rid of Ray and take him out. Because there's no way I see Dwight and Quiet Ray squashing their beef with each other. Especially after the events that took place in this episode with both Dwight and Quiet Ray getting shot at by Cole. I don't see the issues between these two getting resolved anytime soon. And like I said, bro, Dwight just needs to figure out a way to take out Ray. He needs to figure out a way to get rid of him once and for all. Now, I gotta talk about the shocking moment that took place at the end of the episode because we finally was able to get some answers in this episode about Armand and the whereabouts of his character and where he's been at. And it was revealed at the end of the episode that the cops found Armand dead after he apparently hung himself inside of a hotel room, according to the cops. And like I said earlier in the video, I don't believe Armand killed himself, bro. I don't believe this shit. I think Goody had something to do with this. I think Goody took out Armand. Ain't no way I'm believing that Armand decided to hang himself and take his own life. Ain't no way I'm believing that. There's no way I'm believing that. I genuinely feel like Goody had something to do with this. His reaction to Armand's death alone seems suspicious to me, bruh. Like maybe just me, but it seemed like he cracked a smirk when he gave Dwight the news about Armand being dead. It seemed like he was happy about that. And plus, we haven't been seeing much of Goody's character throughout season 3. We barely been seeing him throughout this season. Like we'll see Goody here and there, but we barely been seeing Goody on any missions throughout season 3. Like every time we see Dwight and his crew go on a mission, Goody is nowhere to be found. Like for example, in this episode, everybody went on missions in this episode and did their own thing besides Goody. Goody was nowhere to be found. The only time we saw Goody was at the beginning of the episode and at the end of the episode. That's the only time we saw Goody. I don't know what's been going on with Goody's character and what he been on, but I definitely got a feeling he had something to do with Armand's death. I definitely feel like he took out Armand. I can't see Armand doing that to himself, especially with him going to rehab and getting back on good terms with his ex-wife to the point where she was allowing him to see his kids. I definitely believe Goody got something to do with this, bro. I definitely believe he got something to do with this. If he ain't do it, somebody did it, goddammit. Somebody took out Armand. Like I said, I don't see Armand harming himself like this. But if that is the case, then I am wrong. That hey, it is what it is. It sucks that Armand went out like that because he been around since the first season. And he low-key an OG if you ask me. But it is what it is, though. It is what it is at the end of the day. Armand's time on the show was fun while it lasted. And rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to Armand, goddammit. But other than that, I ain't got too much else to say about this episode. I'm looking forward to seeing what's next for episode 7 and episode 8, 9, and 10. If you made it to the end of this video and you like the video that I uploaded and created, hit that like button to help the video get recommended across the algorithm. Hit the post bell notification button to support the channel and to get updated on all content I post on my channel. And leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions down below in the comment section. Much love to everybody that's been supporting my channel and supporting me and supporting the content that I upload and create. I appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe. And God bless. I'll see y'all next time.